When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
I don't know, I'll be walking around. You'll find me. I'll find you. It's fine. And he's going to kind of beeline it for the door.
Hey,
Not too quick on the uptake, is that guy?
so
Hold up a
guys,
sec.
yeah, not to interrupt. Well, to interrupt actually. I had a power outage, so you guys were not streaming for a while. Can you just do a quick recap for anything that happened between when you first met Hugo's character to now?
Everything exploded. The world is on fire.
Yeah.
Oh
We've
my
done some
God.
briefing.
Thanos did the snap, and Galactus ate the moon.
He just ate the rest.
The rest.
And we totally pantsed the new guy.
Yes.
We did a little bit of shit talking, and the important thing I think we did is we decided to put up the scene from last time up on the television via Arsenal's helmet, and Scrap sees nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
He just sees a helmet.
Yeah, basically we just did a "Hey everyone, I'm the new guy," and then all of a sudden we realized that Scrap has apparently an alternate recollection of events.
Alright, and scene.
Pretty
Take
much.
2. Clack.
Clack. All right. So, you're gonna shuffle off towards the door.
Well, shuffling is a word that makes it seem I'm going slower than I actually am.
You
Or like
speed walk over to the door.
You know what? Speed walk, slow jog. I have things to do and I can't be here for it.
That sounds really menacing. All right, he go.
All right, I'm
Arsenal,
gonna try.
stop him! I say, not moving at all.
Arsenal, stop. I
It's like,
just throw
no.
Arsenal through the wall. No big deal.
Like,
No, stop.
I'm not even in my suit. You really think I'm gonna be able to stop him?
Oh, I'm barely dressed. I gotta go comb my hair and get some shampoo. It's always so oily whenever I wake up.
At least
Especially from that.
you've got your abilities 24/7. I have to go put the suit on.
All right, wait. Let's get back to the guy who has no memory of something that happens. Could someone explain to me what precipitated this entire incident? Like, what happened before he did?
Apparently, he decided he didn't need his guardian anymore and shut it down. And then Pile fell apart. And then he went to this other mode. I took him outside the city because he wanted to see the stars. He watched the stars for a few minutes. We spoke a little bit, and then I took him back here, and he went to sleep.
And what is a guardian?
Well, as I remember the whole thing, those gloves he found them in someplace. They have the Mordhau Defense Industries icon on it, but he's not letting me take a closer look at them. It somehow or another created an animated automaton of garbage that he mostly kept in a out of the way place. And then he decided he didn't need it anymore, and he reclaimed the power, supposedly.
And went in a fugue state.
Oh, more like something was speaking through him. Which worries me, which is why I was asking if he was okay. This is not the first time this has happened. Looking over at Firebrand. Remember when we were down underneath the Ordris? How he was kind of really poetic again?
Yeah, it was just a little weird. It's happened a few times since then, hasn't it? I think maybe that place did something to him.
Once or twice that he's mentioned.
All right. Well, I think a big good step in the right direction is that we attack this from different angles. I'm assuming one of you guys here is a scientist type who can do some tests on him, and then I'll do some tests on my end, and then let's see if we can find something out.
Here's the big thing. Scrap is your prototypical hard life kid who grew up on the streets.
He's a teenager.
More importantly, he has a high enough strength that he could probably juggle mainline tanks if he wanted to. You don't do anything to him that he doesn't want done, and he doesn't want to get tested.
Well, I look at Scrap and I go, well, Scrap, I mean, are you okay with the idea of
I think
someone taking
Scrap's
over
already
your
left.
body? And
Door
I'm gone.
did he
slams.
leave?
Well, scrap
Okay.
slam.
I guess more to the point, we did already have him inspected by the doctors here, and they didn't notice anything strange at all.
Yeah.
That's
So
the
it's-
troubling part. So there's something more than the ordinary here.
So
If the purple
he's
arms will
medically
stay him.
okay.
Yes.
So he's medically okay, but no one has checked any kind of like spiritual or magical thing that's probably happened to him.
Not exactly my area of forte. You want to talk physics, you want to talk chemistry, metallurgy, computers especially, I'm good. Spiritual stuff, well, the closest we have is, and I point over to Firebrand.
I read a couple books lately.
I take it you weren't close friends with Thought
Oh
or
no, we're best of friends.
Tote, the god of knowledge. Didn't know him? Okay, yeah. All right, so quick question.
But
I have this power. Hold on a second. Called magical mystic senses.
Mm-hmm.
It says senses 2, which is I assume radius 2.
Yeah.
Could I quietly check him out using my mystic senses and see if there's anything wrong with him?
I would say you would need to be like at least within the same room as him, like have some sort of access to him, because like he's off and away now.
Okay, but as long as I'm in the same room with him, I don't have to actually touch him or anything like that. I could just.
I would say so, but unless it's subtle, he'd be able to tell that you are probing him.
But what was the thing underneath the place that we found when this all started happening? Have you heard of the collection?
Collective.
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 Have I heard of the collective?
You have not. It is not within your magical expertise.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Well, they appear to have been a bit of a religious order that was hiding underneath the city. We haven't actually interacted with them all that much, but I've been trying to do my research.
Haven't interacted with them all that much. Crushes one of them against a wall.
Well, in his defense,
You
that was
doing my research, like Firebrand just watching TV with a book next to him. It's like, oh, I'll get there. He puts a beer on top of it.
And actually, he's right. He and I have not. Well, he's not interacted with him much. I mean, it was Primus and Scrap that crushed him, and me that basically dissected the guy. So, but back in character.
You back to the scene.
Speaking of them, I'm in the process of setting up an experiment to see if we can find out some more about that.
Well, we could always go find one and talk to it, but they didn't seem friendly last time.
Okay,
Kind of what I'm thinking of doing.
All right, so let's do a first step, next step kind of thing here. Okay, why don't one of you guys distract the kid while I try to see if I can sense anything from him?
You don't need to distract
And
him.
that-
You literally just need to walk up and go, "Hey, you." Watch.
Well, no,
And
if he
Firebrand
doesn't,
will just walk right out of the room
Watch
and
this.
shout down the hallway, like, "Hey, you! Hey, Scrap!
I follow along. I'm like, this is amusing.
Scrap, you know I can fly faster than you walk. Just slow down. Come on."
As we're going out,
It's
I'm
not
like,
fair.
"Are you sure you really want to be part of this team?"
I'm
he
always down
leaves.
for. He goes, I'm always down for meeting new places and interesting people and killing them.
I try
My
not to kill
God.
him, actually.
Slow down.
And by the way, just as a point, my character has an obvious American accent as well, even though he's speaking the local language.
The American.
All right, let's catch up to this kid and see what we could do.
All right, we'll try.
Scrap, let's see, you've been chatting for a bit. He does have a bit of a lead on you, I think.
Yeah.
So he's heading towards the... What's the word? Not hang... Yeah, I guess it would... Not the hangar. What's the one just right out front?
The flight line?
Huh?
The like warehouse atrium place.
Yeah, the one that there's the bridge that goes out to the city proper, and there's like a small courtyard before the bridge, right? Or is it just
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going towards that.
Oh no, wait. Actually, no, wait. Let me think, because the task base is actually below the military base on top because the bridge lowered down to the thing.
Okay.
So you could stand on the like maybe 10 feet of like cliff face with the ocean there.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just want to get outside. It's air.
Sure.
I imagine Firebrand, like, once you say you've stopped and you're just getting fresh air, it's like huffing and panting behind you.
He said he wanted more booze this morning.
Come on, he shouldn't be drinking that.
I didn't drink anything. And he looks down at the can. He goes, I guess I didn't drink this, but I took it from you. You shouldn't be drinking this. At least until later. Let your brain fix itself, because you are still... He looks over at this incredibly
I'm as sober as I can
emaciated
possibly
man.
be right now, and a little thirsty, alright?
Well, that's what this doesn't do. And he shakes it. He goes, if the guest was make you not thirsty, then holy shit, you were right. Congratulations. If not, then you're not getting this.
I'll take it and open it up anyway.
Motherfucker, you want to try and take it from me? Let's do this.
Right here, right now.
Come on, just hand it over.
Oh no!
Literally, like, flips me over on my back.
I want to think you're just like I'm holding it in the one hand, and you're grabbing it with both hands, like from top and bottom, like just trying to grab it. And he just kind of like sits there, kind of staring at you, and goes, "You are a very sad man at times." And he lets it go.
I see you fall back,
collapse backwards onto his butt, and just like cross his arms, and take a drink.
So, everyone didn't see what I saw. Are you? Yes. And he just kind of points.
Firebrand just sort of like nods his head. Yup.
I want to do an insight check to see if I can't tell if these guys are just like, this is straight up getting punked.
Yeah, I figured by now we're catching. Me and Axiom are catching up.
Okay. Oh dear. So you two guys can make deception checks versus that insight.
Well, so I'm just saying. Oh no, I was doing the insight for the stuff if they were actually telling the truth when they saw something different on the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Well, shit, that's not right.
Yeah, Firebird just like gets up, pats him a little bit of dirt off, and like puts a hand on your shoulder. Whatever's going on is affecting your mind.
Okay, take the hand off. First off, you know I don't like that.
I'm sorry, it's a little early, and I feel really emotional before I take a shower.
I'm glad that you're drowning a beer or two while you're emotional. That sounds great. And he's gonna walk a few steps towards the cliff and kind of throw his feet over. Sit down.
It's post-resurrection depression.
Oh god, there's a joke in there. I can find it.
The alliteration is already there.
Oh, I didn't actually get to hear you respond. You saved your friend, right?
Who?
The one we went to go save.
Oh, Sal. Yeah, he's fine. He's also dead to me.
That's good. I didn't see anyone back. Wait.
Yeah. You didn't mention that part when I came and picked you guys up.
Well, he's dead. I mean, he's alive. Dead to me personally, spiritually. He was the man who robbed.
I mean, you saved his life. You'd think he'd be a little grateful, right?
No, I did throw him at you.
Wait. He only threw the stilt guy at me, though.
Scrub's gonna
Wait a second.
Like, there's like two pieces of information, like A to B, and they're just like, you can see them in Firebrand's brain. And they're
he has
just,
literally
like,
two
not
puzzle
connected.
pieces in his hand, and he's just staring at it going, oh my god, I don't even know what to do with this.
Okay, so Yeoman was the guy you went to go save? The Sal character?
Yeah, he was man Code Noir. Gave him my number when he said he finally got out. Didn't even think about it. And he got out, and he said he was in trouble. So we went to go stop him, and we beat up a bunch of guys, and then he got poofed into the thing that you saw.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was him. But I was really tired and I was beat to shit. And so him and his little stilts actually got away from me, and it was dumb. And I promised to kill him next time I saw him. Third story window, I promised.
We need to let Curer know. I mean, you've got information that about him.
No,
might help
this
track.
is fine. This is fine. Human's cool.
He's a criminal.
Well, yeah, but he's
robbed
nice.
He robbed a bank. Even if he's done nothing else but that.
But he quipped with me.
Wait, did he win? Oh, like right
Yeah,
at the
during the
beginning.
whole thing, like, he actually played along.
Nice.
God, I should have thrown him harder.
Oh, and by the way, Scrap, when did you get teleportation powers?
I've always had those.
Found him.
No, you haven't. That's why I have the frickin' handles on the suit.
Well, I mean, I can't go that far. Like, as he says that, just once again, it's kind of, and he kind of appears down the hall where he goes, hey, and then he goes, and he comes right back to where he was. He goes, see, I can't, like, 50 feet, maybe. I can't go across the city. I've always been able to do this.
No, you haven't.
Okay, well, things that I apparently can never actually do aside. What do you guys want? Because I don't think there's anything over here except for me. And I think Firebrand just wanted his beer. Which, I mean, there was a six-pack, man. You could have just taken more of that.
Well, I mean, I'm here for you, Scrap. I mean, something's going on, and I think Axiom has a plan to figure it out.
The new guy?
Yeah.
You're going to just straight up... I mean, I guess it wouldn't just be like a guy off the street, but... He's from Mega City 6.
And that's the problem.
Dude, he's
why?
American.
And that's the problem. Why?
He'll probably charge
Speaking
us
with my American accent.
Yeah.
Look, as long as we don't let him anywhere near a gun, we'll be fine, okay?
This place is
Or
full of-
school.
He's got magic guns. He said he was a wizard.
Am I gonna have to stun you
Firebrand
both
will
over
just,
this
like,
now?
slowly turn to Axiom. You don't do magic guns, do you?
No, not
okay,
really.
phew, that's a relief.
I do real guns.
He just pulls
No,
out a
you
shotgun,
don't.
like, wizard.
Listen,
Use
it's
lasers.
it's real simple. It won't hurt. I won't even touch you. You just gotta sit there and relax. Can you do that?
Scrap will kind of spin from his seating position just to sit there on like cross-legged, and he'll cross his arms. He goes, you stay right there, and you don't take a step towards me or I throw you off this cliff. But yeah,
Fair
go
enough.
ahead and do whatever you gotta do, you wizard man. I don't know.
Okay then, that's all I need. Just relax.
Where are these
Just
goons coming
chill
from?
out.
Why are they commenting on this shit?
Yeah. All right, so I use my mystic sense power. I don't know how that works, so you'll have to explain that to me. But I want to use that to see if there's some sort of mystical explanation for why someone is speaking through his body or
Senses
taking
just
over.
sort of happen in this game. It's like for example, Firebrand has divine sense. He goes, does my divine sense see a thing? And he goes, no, stupid. And he goes, okay.
Okay, so unless
Right,
it
but
is,
I have like a very inaccurate sense. I have a feeling and awareness, whereas he might have an actual perception of things.
yes.
Oh.
So this is an actual like vision, right? Like this is like a sense.
He paid 2 points instead of 1, so I think so.
It says senses to magical awareness and radius. That's what it says. So I'm assuming that any kind of magical power or any kind of mystical presence
Oh,
or effect, I should be able to sense.
okay. Yes, so it is a sense similar
Similar to mine.
similar to yours, except you can sense it in like a large radius around you rather than actually having to like concentrate on something.
Yeah,
So
if that's what radius 2 means.
Yes. So you can sense there's something going on with Scrap. Like you can sense the magical energies coming from Firebrand just fine. Like they're coming from the usual planes of existence that such energies do come from.
Clothes,
Let's-
magical. More clothes, magical. New beer, on other hand, also magical.
Yes, but scrap feels wrong. Like there's a normal dimensions of magic, and then there's like the weird stuff that's beyond, and that you don't really know about and hasn't really been quantified yet. It feels kind of like that.
I'm catching a really Call of Cthulhu vibe from this dude.
The hell is Cthulhu?
The what?
He's
Oh no, Scrap's racist now?
no, there's
What?
there's some sort of extraplanar influence outer dimension. I go, you get your, and I rattle off a whole bunch of really esoteric kind of Latin sounding words. I'm like, you draw your magical arcane abilities from so and such, which is a subplane of this. I go, but this guy, he's out beyond the outer veil, and that's usually where like eldritch horrors and stuff I think exist.
Scrap will roll his eyes. He goes, really? We trust it to this guy? Like, I'm just some kid from Cote Noir. And suddenly this guy's popping up saying I'm not whatever.
Well, whatever it's interacting with doesn't seem like a horror from what I've interacted with.
Well, I mean, with our resident magician here telling me stuff, would I maybe know something mythological about this? That could be related to Scrap's condition and the place that his magic is said to be coming from.
We won't know for 1 second.
No! Okay, I can't hold my breath that long. Just playing with all of our text. Could you?
This is very confusing for all of our watchers. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Being hacked, everyone.
Sorry, I'll stop.
But yeah,
Okay, perfect. Well, I guess we'll get to that in a second. So we're not just sitting here with dead air going on.
Mhm.
Scrapple will just kind of he'll stand up and he goes, I mean, I'll go back to the doctor if you want me to. I mean, the wizard doctor here obviously found something wrong. So maybe the actual real medical doctor can find something wrong. If it corroborates,
And
then
last
whatever, I
time-
believe you.
they don't know
And
too much
and I
magic. It's not part of the curriculum anymore.
It's like,
I drum up my big Gandalf kind of baritone, serious. This is beyond mortal knowledge.
Like you're just gonna say, "Hey, we don't know what we're talking about."
that's wizard talk for I have no idea. Shit's getting weird, yo.
Shit's whack, yo.
So I guess in a very top end term, I do also have this ability called spellcasting, expertise magic, where I
Oh
could
yeah, if
turn.
you have like some variable thing, you could technically create a new sense for a bit.
So I could either create a spell that probes deeper and tries to find where exactly the nature of this connection is, and then quite possibly either sever it or neutralize it some way. Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
see.
that's a very good idea.
I'm a lab rat.
And,
That's all it says.
Yes, I'm a rich. I'm a ritualist. I use magic to create and perform. So I use expertise magic to create and perform rituals.
All right,
And
that would take a while though, I believe.
oh yeah,
Yes.
this is not going to be right away.
You light your candles, you draw your spell circles. I'm gonna go downstairs to the medical ward. I'm not running away because I'm apparently some crazy from the outer realms. I'm gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna go and get my blood drawn, get all the stuff done, and that'll take about the same time I would think for you to read 35 magic tomes and realize that I'm totally fine, and they'll have the same thing.
And
I don't think you. Sorry.
as you're having this conversation, the bridge is gonna start lowering, and you can see what seems to be a train driving along the mag strip on it.
Oh
And
shit!
a guy's gonna lean out the window and he's gonna go like, "Hey, get off the track! Move!"
Scrap is
I guess we
gone.
gotta move.
All right, let's go.
And Scrap, you don't have to go to the medical doctor. He's already been through once. They didn't find anything. Whatever's that's going on, I don't think this is some eldritch horror like this new guy says. It's. I'd almost say.
I'm trying to prove a point, and then he's gone. He's.
Alright.
Fui, could I get the answer to the question before you left? Actually, but I happen to know something mythological here.
There's
Connecting
nothing
between
that
what's
you can.
known.
There's nothing that you can identify from human mythology.
Nothing at all. Nothing to go on. Okay.
Yes. Very odd. Because
Ooh.
usually, if there's any sort of magical energy or anything, you can trace it back to something, but this is just nothing. There's nothing on this.
Nobody's working on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's Odysseus. That's
Wait,
some
what about Odysseus?
eyebrow humor for you there.
My brow's not that high, man. Anyway. So he's gonna
We
go
clear
out
the
and-
way. We head further in.
Yeah. So, as you're walking around, Arsenal,
Mm-hmm.
you get a ping on your communicator.
All right.
It's Epic. It's just completed the diagnostic on that hardware that you were studying.
The setup I was going to do for try and connect it with the chip.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so how's it looking? Does it look like we could do a secure system? I'm talking to Epic on it.
Well, I've definitely been able to confirm that this is some sort of neural networking interface.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I've sorted through some junk code that looks like self-destructed when we extracted it.
Okay.
And it seems as though there were a good 10,000 other chips like these in this network.
So like I said, I'm thinking they're making a hive mind.
It would look that way.
But can we tap into it?
I think with a bit more time and a bit more horsepower, if it were, we could get it done. Maybe we might need some more equipment back at the warehouse.
All right. And more importantly is I want you to build a VI to run it. I don't want to risk you getting caught in it.
Very well. I'll get right on that.
All right. Put whatever, I got some ideas of what you can do to upgrade the system, but I'll put that in there. You put in whatever you think is, and we'll get some stuff ordered and stuff designed. Been meaning to upgrade that you anyways.
Right. And there was one more thing.
Yes?
As I was looking through that junk code, I discovered that there was one node that was different than the others.
Okay.
This node seems to be not connected to any of the other hardware that the others were, as in there's nothing human behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But it appears to be much stronger and directed as if to broadcast somewhere. Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
From what I can identify, though, this final system was not yet completed at the time of this chip's extraction.
So they're building something to transmit something. Did you get any indication of where this node might physically locate?
Unfortunately, no. It was bounced around too many satellite towers before it was transmitted.
All right. Well, we'll get to work on upgrading your system, and then we'll see what we can do about because I think if we can link into that, then we can get an inside view, so to speak.
Right.
Good work, Epic.
Thank. And he's going to disconnect.
Yep. Which reminds me, I've been really meaning to tell you guys about that, but now I guess isn't the time. So.
One disaster at a time, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't need you guys panic. I don't think you'd panic over it.
Yeah, what are we panicking for today?
Just some information.
Oh, okay.
Scrap, I think.
Completely hand waves you and takes another drink.
Scrap, I think it definitely would panic over it. I assume we're walking down to the medical stuff.
Hmm.
Does it have to do with the collective, or?
Oh yeah, that was I extracted a chip from that one body that we recovered. It looks like they're doing some sort of electronically assisted hive mind. There's approximately 10,000 units right now that are connected as one big processing unit. And they're building something else that looks like to be some sort of humongous transmitter. But that's all the information I got right now. I've got an idea of how I might be able to plug into it, but I want to do it carefully because I don't want to lose anybody who gets plugged into it, anyone who gets subverted by the collective, so to speak.
Right. And I've been trying to do my research, but I haven't found anything yet, I don't think. Unless Fui disagrees. But I think I might have to get creative and maybe just try to commune with it somehow.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
It
that
would
would...
definitely make the process a little easier and faster, but...
Well, no, that's
Then Firebrand just shrugs.
Remind the player, did Firebrand mention that there's something deity-like about it all?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
When we were down there, he totally mentioned it.
What if...
To the tune of something staring at us, and then we rip down its monument.
What if we combine forces? I mean...
Alright, what you got?
This is what I'm thinking. Usually when you're trying to study something or gather more information about a larger source, having a small sample makes things easier. So I assume that if you had a small sample or a small connection, you would make it easier for you to commune with this, right? Something to focus on.
Right. Basically some sort of idol or imagery or representation of the thing itself.
Or something, a semi-consciousness that is connected to the consciousness.
Firebrand kind of like scratches his chin a little bit and thinks, I guess a worshipper of it, well, it does have a connection.
So, if I get this chip up and working, and I can plug into that collective consciousness, maybe while I'm trying to sift through it, well, I shouldn't say me, I know it's going to be mostly Epic, he can handle it a lot better than me. Epic and I sift through for what data we can find. You can use that connection to get information on a different level, so to speak.
It's possible. I think maybe I could try doing something.
Well,
Normally the kind of thing I'm thinking of would like work along the lines of human sacrifice, but one, it's not human, and two, we don't actually have to sacrifice it. But I think that's the starting point.
Could we use astral projection?
what?
Huh?
Oh,
Astral,
hey! There you are, Axiom.
Ast-
Oh, you're reading your
yeah,
books.
astral projection. Well, as I'm sitting there drawing my runes on the floor, readying myself for this ritual, but I'm like, yes, astral projection. I can project my soul into pure energy. I'm assuming there's some analog there.
It's not too different, traveling to the godly realms. Your internal spirit kind of goes out and, well, communes. That's the easiest way to put it.
That sounds dangerous.
It depends on who
sorry.
you are and what
My,
you're doing, and who
my
you're talking to.
apologies. Sorry, dude. I just got a phone call, so I literally lost like the last 10 seconds of what you just said.
Oh, okay.
What did you just say? It's like going to the godly realms. You do something and then
Yeah,
my phone
it's
rang.
sure. Yeah, you project a little bit of yourself out there and to commune, basically.
And I
All
said
right.
it sounded dangerous.
But yeah, it sounds dangerous. But well, that depends on who you are and what you're doing and who you're talking to.
Fair enough. So you need to
And
have you need to do some sort of sacrifice to do this.
well, I'm thinking we don't need to go quite so far. If we could use this cybernetic person thing as sort of a focus or representation of the collective, then I think it could work out relatively okay.
Well, like I
They do
said,
see themselves as part of the collective, and the collective is them, so it kind of makes sense. And he
Exactly.
gives like a big shrug.
that's the idea. We plug this thing into, and we plug into the collective, and then you have a direct link in.
Could be a plan. Could be a plan. So as you're discussing this, Scrap is getting his tests done.
I'm saying just give me like the full everything, because there's a bunch of crazy people upstairs, and I just want to prove them all wrong. Mostly doing this out of spite.
Yeah.
Wasting taxpayers' dollars.
There's no better waste. I don't pay taxes. I'm too poor.
Yeah, so he's going to start like poking and prodding you a little bit, like taking your blood pressure, stuff like that. He's, X-raying, things like that. The blood comes out fine. Blood pressure is all good. Takes an X-ray, and then when he comes back, he's kind of shaking his head a little bit. It's like, I think my X-ray machine's broken. He's gonna.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see this. Let me see it. Let me see it.
So he holds up the thing in front of you. He like places the X-ray in front of the light background, and it looks like your rib cage is starting to fuse together. Like it looks like there's like this webbing of bone that's coming across it.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong. That's what it's supposed to look like, right?
But he's gonna point at like the bone webbing. It's like this is some strange like calcium growth right here. Can you see that?
Well, yeah, I just never actually seen ribs before, so that's not what it's supposed to look like.
No, these are supposed to be individual, but it looks like they're almost fusing together.
Okay. Can we not tell the guys upstairs about this?
He's gonna shrug. He's like doctor-patient confidentiality.
I mean, like 100%. Can you please just burn that?
Well, I need to keep it for my records.
Scrap will kind of his fingers will kind of twitch, like flexing him a bit. He goes, "Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine."
Loud sweating. So he's going to tell you what, we can schedule a more in-depth visit for the future. How about date in the future?
The date in the future is Scrap will mock looking at his watch. Like, that'll work out just fine.
All right. He's gonna mark that down. It's like, I'm looking forward to doing a more in-depth study. It's very interesting, this formation.
No. Yep. Okay. All right. Bye. And he's kind of out the door, and he's running his fingers through his hair, like, oh, what? Okay, that's first port of business. Fuck, I was wrong. Damn it. Second, what the hell is that? No, I'm fine. It's no big deal. That's just radiation or something. It's whatever.
It's just the radiation from the gloves making my bones melt. It's fine.
I never should have gone outside the wall. It's all their
Pretty
fault.
much. He's blaming it on the deer.
The deer cast its eldritch entity.
I fucking knew it, and the god was like, no, it's just a deer. And I'm like, fuck off, that's just a deer. That's a wizard. And I was right.
The deer wizard in its fresh air, thinking it's so much better than you.
Little punk.
And as you guys are walking about, you are all paged in your communicators by Carrere, who's like, I need to see you all in my office right now.
I mean,
Alright,
fine.
off we go, skipping a jump.
Okay, so as you're all walking up, you do like meet up in the hallway outside. Any words to exchange?
I'm fine. And he walks inside.
Oh, you are? Oh,
I knew
okay.
you would be.
That's a relief.
Okay.
He is certainly not fine.
Well, I mean, he said he was.
Let me try this shit. I mean, that works out.
You can make insight checks. Oof.
See, even Firebrand caught it. Oh my god.
Someone actually doesn't get it. Incredible. Like, that sounds about reasonable, but
He's
you
like,
other
well,
two
okay.
know that something's up.
But I'm already inside. Like I said, I'm fine, and
Mhm.
Time to make a mental note to go check on that later.
Nyum. Okay. So you guys all enter into Claire's office. He's got his fingers steepled inside. He's kind of sitting at his desk, looking a bit. Well, he always looks a bit haggard, but he's gonna say, "All right, so we've got an internal issue." His
All
recent
right.
Scrapple visible, like just sweating bullets.
Now, it's come to our attention that recently several bits of extremely sensitive hardware has gone missing from the base. Now, I'm not accusing anyone here, of course, but seeing as this is extremely top secret and high technology, we would prefer not to get the police involved. We think that someone on the base has been taking it.
What kind of technology is missing?
Well, mostly interfacing equipment along with several storage devices and one or two transmitting components. Yeah,
Scrapple.
particularly ones we were using to scan the northern glow. It penetrates radiation.
Scrapple would get really close to Arsenal and go, was that the stuff for the rocket?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you think they're still on the base, or that they haven't moved the stuff off the base yet?
Well, we haven't reported any sort of break-ins, so we suspect it is someone who is on the base. Someone who's on staff, maybe.
Well, okay. This stuff's, I mean, it should be pretty easy. So where was it stolen from? Just around the base or all in one spot?
It was stolen from Warehouse 4. There was a shipment that came in a few weeks ago. We've had 3 separate missing reports filed.
Warehouse 4, and I'm just saying it so we cover the bases. There's no cameras on site, or you checked all the cameras already?
There are, but we haven't noticed any particularly suspicious activity. We'll give you we'll give you access to the cameras, of course.
Okay.
So, I mean, Scrapple kind of point over Arsenal, like, don't give it to me, give it to him. But okay, it's Warehouse 4. Cameras exist. Nothing happened. I mean, that just it's all you got. Not trying to sound rude, but that's all you got.
Well,
Give me the specs of what was taken. Maybe I can build something at least to see if there's anything transmitting right now.
sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's transmitting something, can't we detect that on the base?
Well, if they turned it on and had it transmitting, I'd be quite surprised if they did that so quickly. But yeah, here's
Yeah, use your science.
here are the specs, and a folder's just going to pop into existence in his hand, and he's going to hand it to you.
All right, I'm starting to skim through it, and while I was going through that, and end up putting it back on the desk and pull the computer out. I'm already drawing up schematics and typing stuff up, and look like I'm not paying attention at all.
Yeah, and he's going to look back at the scrap, and he's going to say, "Yeah, well, I'm sorry I can't give you more, but whoever's doing this obviously doesn't want to be found, and we thought our vetting process was good enough that we could allow the workers in here without too much trouble once they were inside."
Well, I could always go ahead and start questioning people.
Yeah, you're
Seems like
good
a
at
good place
that.
to start.
That's a good bet.
If you know, like, about when this happened and who might be around, I can at least focus on them instead of just talking to everyone. Though I might.
Yeah,
be
yes,
to
we
say
can.
Hello.
We can give you the times right here. It's going
Yeah,
to.
just
He's
give
gonna,
us a list of personnel who were on duty or in the area at the time. I'm assuming you guys keep track of where everyone goes on this.
Yes. Here are the lists of personnel for the 3 separate incidents, and he's going to hand the 3 lists of personnel who are operating at that time.
All right, so I guess I'm going on a walk, guys, and you continue doing your science thing, Arsenal. I say, just giving you like a thumbs up.
Kind of wave the hand and say, no, Epic, that's not going to work. We're going to do it this way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Any of you want to come with?
I'll tag along.
All right. I like literally throw an arm around you and like drag you out with me.
Yeah, you got some
Best
sort.
friends now.
I
You
guess I'll
ask him
head
if
to
he,
the warehouse.
ask him if he's got a truth spell.
All right.
For reason? No reason at all.
So, as you're going to the warehouse and you're sifting through these personnel reports, the people who had access to the warehouse, the lists themselves are quite large. Each list has about 40 names on it.
And
Okay,
Scruffy is on all
So
three of
we're
them.
looking at like at least 120 people.
Okay, I used to be a researcher. Can I find any common people who were at the same, stationed at all three times from this list of people? Can't be
You
that hard.
can. There are 4 people who are stationed there at the exact same shift all 3 of the times.
One of which is
What-
Scruffy, right?
Scruffy is a given.
Man,
So
he works
technically
for a
5.
living.
Hmm?
He is too busy working to steal stuff.
Yes. And for this investigation, I'm going to bring us over to a blank sheet that you can put all your clues on, or anything you might want to write down. So let me just move
Oh
everybody.
boy.
I can't go that far. We're gonna have to jump as I scroll. There we go. Okay. So the 4 names on the list are Ralph Waldo, or Waldow,
Yep.
Amanda Zhu, Alec Krenov, and Koba Singh.
All right, someone type that down because I totally
I'm
forgot.
I
trying.
saw someone doing it.
It's messing with me. Hold on. Because I'll type, and like, I'll have to hold it down, and I'll have to type it with one hand. I'll have to hold down the mouse. So something's wrong with this.
Yeah, it's weird.
Right.
Hold on, 3 seconds. Where did the come from?
That was me. That was
Okay,
me.
I was
That's
like, did I
me.
pull that off?
That's
That
me.
was me trying to figure it out.
Okay,
Okay,
so
I figured it out. First guy's Ralph who?
Ralph Waldow. I'm actually writing them all down in Discord so I can get it to you.
oh,
And there we go. That's how it's spelled.
here, look at us spelling his name wrong. There we go.
Ralph Waldo.
Wow, Dow.
Okay. And this sheet does give you like their occupations on the site as well. Ralph is a mag train operator. So he delivers cargo to and from.
Oh, that must be the guy who waved at us on his way in, told us to get out of the way.
You have Amanda Zhu is the inventory specialist, so she's the bookkeeper. Alec Krenov is the floor manager. And Koba Singh is the HR liaison in that area.
This is very difficult to type with one hand. All right, floor manager and what was HR liaison?
Yes.
Oh, I always fuck up spelling liaison.
Liaison's a bitch to spell.
L-I-A-S-O-N? Fuck, I
LIA.
always miss an I. Isn't it I-O-N? Fuck. Oh, I'm just gonna grumble about it. Is there an
LEASAWN.
E in there? That was an I. Oh, fuck, I messed. Oh.
No, that's
hold on.
correct.
Okay.
No, this one is not correct. It is
The second
very-
one. The second one. LIAIS.
Oh, it's the A. It's the I after the A that gets me. Okay, give me a second to erase this, and I'll write it in.
Very important.
All right, keep going though.
Okay, yes. Those are the people that are, when you've cross-referenced the lists, those are the 4 that come up on each time, including Scruffy. Scruffy is on every single list you've seen.
Scarfy obviously can do no wrong.
Yes, obviously.
Also, only Scrap could speak to him, so.
Yes.
It's a
All
very
right, so we got 4 people. My best guess is the bookkeeper and the floor manager are the obvious suspects because they have more control over everything. They would be more than likely to smuggle things in and out of the warehouse.
Right, but all of these are still possibilities, and it is possible they could be working together to some degree. Or it could be that none of them are correct, and it's just someone who's like literally a ninja.
Scooby Doo.
We haven't seen anyone in a mask around here yet, have we?
Is this on an ancient burial ground that actually is home to Spanish doubloons?
That's what they were after all along.
They wanted to build I don't know, a theme park here or something.
Right. So this seems like a very short list, and we could knock this out in an hour or two, I think. Now the only question is, high profile, low profile?
No matter where any of us go, it will become high profile.
Eventually, but I mean, it has to have a starting point. Is Scrap actually coming
Hey,
with?
I'm the new guy here, so whatever you guys feel like.
So, at this point, you have arrived at the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's actually nobody here right now. There's just the security guard because it is in the middle of the night.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
it's
You
the middle of
just
the night
came
again.
back.
Okay.
It's still like 3 of the goddamn morning.
Oh, that's right. I just came back an hour ago. That's right.
I mean, I'm glad. I guess our teleporter guy knew that we'd all be up because we wanted to make fun of Firebrand. So this all makes sense.
Mhm.
I think on our approach, I'm gonna go ahead and dress G-Man style. Nice black suit, some sunglasses, completely fake earpiece,
Nice.
and a clipboard.
Oh God, he's not a G-man. He's the IRS.
Axiom, of course, gets like a nice visual look at the magical things that he's doing, basically creating this stuff out of thin air.
Nice.
That's a neat trick you got there.
Oh yeah, power of creation itself, all at my fingertips to make clipboards.
Truly, your gifts are not wasted. You are a blessing
it's
upon
that or I flood
mankind.
the gold market a third time.
Wait, were you that one guy way back in? Oh, I heard about this. I read a
No,
book.
no, that's the one that got me really scared about inflation.
But that was you?
No, no.
Hmm.
He actually found gold. He tried.
Did he find your gold?
Nervous sweating.
Mm.
No,
Nice.
no. Why would anyone go bury it
Why
somewhere?
would anyone go looking for gold? All right, there, agent something. Go get him. I'm gonna go inside the warehouse.
Oh, no, I'm
and
just
look
doing
around.
this to look more casual.
Listen, I'm Agent Axel Rose, and you're Agent Richie Sam.
I'll go with Ancient Benny.
Agent Benny, the epitome of intimidation. I'm Agent Axel Rose. This is my partner Benny. Hi.
You gotta have good cop,
You
bad
want a
cop.
latte?
Or we can
Speaking
just
of,
go.
hi, security guard.
We could go completely preposterous. I'm Smith, and you're Smith. No,
All right, super low profile it is.
Okay. So you guys head into the warehouse. Seems fairly standard. There are magnetic tracks along the ground that you can see that have facilitate the little trams that drive stuff around.
Mm-hmm.
There's one lonely security guard in his box with his little TV. He like buzzes you in when you appear at the door. Other than that, this place seems completely deserted.
All right. So you said you wanted to check out the bookkeeper and floor manager first, so let's go hunt down Amanda Zhao.
Would she even be here this early in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
If anything, we could just
following-
wait in her office.
Actually, Scrap, do you want a suit too?
If you put me in a suit, I'll kill you.
Later.
let's check out Amanda's office before we go pay her a visit.
Okay.
Okay. So her office is back in the staff area. So you can get in without too much trouble. The security guard has the key for that. Walk down the hallway, and her office is right there. It's like a wood paneled door. Everything seems fairly normal. He lets you in. First thing you notice, this thing is like this office is immaculate. Everything is hyper organized. And you can see on one of the far walls, there's actually a well, actually no, you wouldn't see that on the wall. So, what are you looking for in this room?
I believe we were looking for the person in question if they happen to be here at this time.
She is not. It's about 4 a.m.
But while she's not here, let's just take a quick look around the room, see if we can find anything unusual, contacts, documents, something that seems untowards.
Okay. Make an investigation check, everyone who's investigating this room.
I really hope I'm not the only one with investigation.
You actually are.
You useless bastards.
Yeah, the other guys out,
Actually, that's a
out there
good question.
inventing.
What does Axiom have?
I have investigation.
All right, so you can actually try, and I can just make wild guesses.
Last
So I
time
rolled a
I
16,
checked, she was a
Is that
communist.
good? 16? It's a 16.
Okay. So looking through this stuff, you can't find anything too incriminating, but in the desk drawer, it would be on the desk drawer. It would be like on the desk but tipped over. There's a framed photograph. It looks like it's been signed, and Firebrand would recognize the bald, smiling man in the photograph. It is, I forget what his first name is. Shit. No.
Recognize him, but his name is gone.
That's
But
an,
his
that's an
name is
unusual first
gone.
name. I've
She
never
has him on
heard
a
somebody
first name
named
basis.
shit.
She just doesn't know it.
I remember Mr. Redacted, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Redacted.
He was in.
Okay, there he is.
He was in the board identity.
You recognize Matteo Routledge, the leader of the Cote Noir Ordrists that you exploded the office of.
Oh.
Mateo, what was it?
Matteo Routledge. Rutlege.
And it's
Good spell.
autographed?
It is.
Wow, alright.
Is this good or bad?
Well, the last time I met this guy, I blew out his window and told him to never mess with people I care about again. So far, he's left me alone. I don't think he knows I'm working for Task, or maybe he does, or maybe he doesn't care, or... Well, this is still something.
But this is not a good
It is
guy.
important.
This is not a nice guy.
Well, I'll leave that up to the other place to tell you.
It's from outside the door here. Scrap go, no.
Nice? I'm not sure. Powerful? Yeah. Basically controls a section of city, let's say.
The Ordrists are assholes.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't had tea with one yet. How can you say that?
Because I've thrown multiple through windows and they're still as heavy as always.
I don't think hating them makes them lose weight.
You think it would, because it makes them fly pretty good.
Jesus.
So, other than that photo, nothing seems to be off, right?
Nothing seems to be amiss.
I guess we could go ahead and maybe take a look at the booking records, but Firebrand just, looks at the book and then looks away. It's like, I'm not reading that.
I can't read. Get out of my face.
I used to be a research scientist, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure I could read some records.
Mm-hmm. So, the records, like the rest of the rooms, like the rest of the room, is immaculate. Everything's like very neatly scribbled down on the page. But interestingly enough, she does have several circled bits of equipment. They're not the ones that have gone missing, but several bits of equipment have been singled out. And one of them has the little arrow beside it that says obtain.
Can we get a quick chat to what's his name? Arsenal, to say, hey, would this be an important piece of some
Yeah, you can reach out to me on a communicator.
So,
All right, so
So
yeah, Arsenal, the beta force modulator transistor thing has been circled on this item list. Does that mean anything to
do these items mean anything, especially in conjunction with what's the list of things that have already been stolen?
So this item is common enough that don't even need to make a technology list, technology check to know it.
Okay.
It is it is some sort of coupling to use on moving vehicles that allows them to bend without breaking.
Okay, so it's a mechanical as opposed to electrical. Hmm.
is it something that's already been stolen, or something that hasn't yet?
It has not been stolen.
Where does this record show this object is?
It says that it's in the warehouse.
Okay. I'll just kind of like take out like a little piece of paper on my clipboard and just
Yeah,
like
can we
scribble down,
find
it's
this
like
thing?
this row, this column.
Yeah, let's go to this location and see what's actually in this box.
Okay. So you make your way over to this box. You walk down some. It's just imagine a slightly smaller version of the warehouse from the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait,
Let's
can I
make-
do
Yeah.
one thing before we go and do this?
Sure.
Okay.
As I see them leaving the office, I'll peek in, I'll see how immaculate it is, and I'll take just a gander around. I'll see the picture. And is it set perfectly on the desk as well?
Yes.
I'll spin it around and then I leave.
This old driver
Agent of
nuts.
chaos.
Put me down like a dog. Yeah, you make your way down this canyon of crates, and you come up to the listed box. And it looks like it's been this is actually a wooden box, weirdly enough, but it looks like it's been nailed shut as is protocol. So you're gonna need to wrench it open somehow if you want to look inside.
I look at the guy with the golden arms. I think this is your show.
Like, who has golden
You
arms?
have to open it up?
All right, never mind. I use magical construct and I make a crowbar and I pry the lid.
I mean,
Okay.
we could just jiggle it first.
Gotta check if the door is unlocked before you break it down.
I,
All right,
I,
make a strength check with the crowbar.
okay, I have no strength, but all right.
And it's
So
not
it's
I
too
do
high
leave
for
you.
a crowbar.
Could the crowbar give me some? I mean, that's the whole point of the crowbar is for people with puny strength to open things.
It
Probably
does
gives
make
you
the
some-
DC easier. Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, you can crack it open easy. Then cracks open, and there's some packing fluff comes out.
What's
And
inside?
it looks like there are maybe 10 copies of that part, and there are no gaps to speak of in the lineup.
Looks pretty good to me.
All right. Well, we could do one of two things. We could put this thing back where we found it and keep an eye on it to see if someone comes and takes it, or we could throw a wrench in the works, no pun intended, and hide this thing and see what the reaction is.
Yeah, we should keep a watch on this. Maybe we should just have Scrap sit on it.
I
If anyone
at the
comes
time,
for it,
Scrap
then
would kind of
they'd have to go through
walk
him.
through, see you sitting there with a crowbar, and be like, "You didn't need that. You could have just waited 30 seconds."
got bored.
Well, what do you want me to do?
I mean,
All
just
right,
like
we're
come
gonna
and keep an eye on this box. Like sit on
yeah,
it.
we're gonna put
You want,
yeah, we're gonna
you want me to watch a
we're gonna put
box?
this. I mean, this thing's
Well,
obviously still.
I mean, someone's got to watch the box.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And Scrap's going to grab it. And he said it was kind of Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? So boxes on boxes on boxes.
Yeah.
Perfect. He's going to grab it, wink out of existence, appear on a much taller box somewhere in the warehouse, and set it down, like on top of the tallest box he could possibly find, and be like, if it's gone, then we know who took it.
Well, that was
If
my
not,
original idea. We just move it and see what happens when someone comes to take it. Then it would
yeah,
be obviously like, yeah, that was our plan. But we need someone to
perfect.
sit here and scope it out. We need someone here to scope it out while it's happening. So we
So
drafted you
which
into
of
that
us
cause.
three is it gonna be then?
Scrap will look over the other two. Goes, Firebrand, you need to sleep, right? Just in general,
Hmm? I mean,
You-
I've sort of been asleep for like a day.
right? And I'm saying just like as life goes on, you actually need to sleep at some point. Yes.
I mean, eventually, yeah.
Perfect. New guy. Do you have any magical mumbo jumbo to keep yourself awake? I guess he's dead.
Hold on, hold on. I do
Okay.
have I do have this ability called trance.
Okay. So you can. Well, would you be conscious?
Technically, yes.
But would you be aware?